Hello, folks of YouTube after 2 crashes from alt-tabbing. I'm Essel. This is Alan Wake. Let's continue. Steam Cloud Alan Wake. I'm assuming this is it. Presumably. We just had a flashback. Yes, this is precisely, that is precisely where we were. Notably, we are trying so hard right now to recover from the terrible heartbreak of having left the Oh Dear Diner and having to leave behind the coffee within that we fell in love with. Thank you, random officer in the diner. I can't stop thinking about that.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Yo, shout out, Rose.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Yes.
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No. Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I'm gonna go talk to Rusty now. Excuse me, Barry.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
He's right about that.
Those
Barry's right.
situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Talk
Dude.
about this later.
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Go ahead and sign this form with nothing. There it goes. Nice. I wish it would like automatically switch shoulders, but it does not. That's fine. It was a different
This is
time.
the form you wanted?
Put it next to the
And here are
dog.
the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
This is the guy from the diner.
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Radio
If you
mast?
take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from.
Just
It's not like
like
these people are on a
in
schedule.
Oxenfree?
Perhaps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
The what now?
Right, thanks.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with two
Yeah?
long
Is this what we're
tangled up
doing?
sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al,
Uh-huh.
you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave
Mmm.
me an hour-long
That's
lecture
an
on
interest-
homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on. I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at me with a gun.
I
No
agree.
one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Mr. Wake.
This is crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
What's up,
This
Couch?
is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
You gotta use your hands, man.
Careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are
These yokels are dangerous.
Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Oh no.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Wait, they took my flashlight batteries? We had like 17, at least. We also still have not been told what the coffee thermoses do. So that's very funny to me. Right. You cool with that, Barry? What the? Why was that an option? Just leave Barry out to dry? Jeez. It's lore coffee. That's entirely fair. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with how schmovement focused this game feels. You can really schmoove on this game, like genuinely. We're like we got such a higher general schmovement speed than I was expecting, and there's like a lot of clambering. I was really thinking this game would be very, very slow paced in terms of the schmovement, and it's not fast necessarily, but it's got a lot of smoothness to it. Also, I'm realizing that we do have a stamina system, and that was what was going on last time, but I just didn't understand.
Here, Al.
They took...
Hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Dude, they took my bullets, too. That's nonsense. Can't have shit in Bright Falls. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Whether it's for money or not.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun.
That's what just happened. If it just happened, we'll probably skip the full read through. Because it just happened. That's what just happened.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done. But I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out
Alan,
of it.
bud.
These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them. And they had Alice.
That's fair, but also, come on, dude. This is the single worst idea you've ever had. There's got to be a better plan than actually showing up alone. There has to be something better than this, right? Like, ooh, creepy. Okay. Oh, I love the radio. Yes. Beautiful.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Flashlight's very satisfying to aim. It's such like a defined cone.
Oh. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out.
Shout out Pat. Pat's amazing.
One of the pie contests.
Ooh, the pie contest.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
I love how much effort they put into these.
Right. Matter of fact,
So true, we were there.
a largemouth bass early this morning.
Can you believe it?
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, I do love the... Also, love that we actually shut the lights off. We're being so conscientious. I do really enjoy how much effort Remedy puts into this type of stuff between this and that literally 5-minute long Twilight Zone episode. I think it was probably like 5 minutes at least. Maybe it was 3, but however long it was like a whole Twilight Zone episode, Twilight Zone knockoff episode. Deeply impressed. I think that's the radio mast. This game is, at the end of the day, quite linear anyway. Oh. Uh-oh. Nightmare mode. Uh-oh. Ooh, scary but pretty. Pretty scary. And we're being sneaky. It's me on the TV? Oh, another episode? I don't think I have time for this right now.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some
What are we gonna do though? Not watch it?
to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
Anybody have thoughts whether you want to watch this or not?
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Excuse me? Where's Rod Serling? What the? No Rod Serling? What's the point? Where's our little moral at the end of the story? Okay, nice little hiking trail here. This feels very, this feels very real here. Phone booth hiking trail. Enjoy that.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes
No,
were
not
on the
Rusty.
twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake,
It happened just the way it was on that page.
Wait, what?
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Interesting. That's tough. Drop hazard. That's fair. We should probably be responsible in our hiking adventure here. And not jump off the entire thing, even though we'd be fine. Look, Mr. Wake's knees aren't what they used to be, you know? Get a little older, your knees stop working. You know how it goes. Unless you're a youngster, then you may not know.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, no!
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Yo, what the? Hold on, there's a page. Right? Yes, I'm coming.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh no. Rusty, I'm coming, dude.
Hello?
Oh no, don't kill Rusty.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's toast.
Whoever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Would it?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the...
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake.
Alan Wake.
Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I...
Oh, we heard that already. Okay. We have not seen Alcide's shadow.
Finder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin.
Okay, not much going on there. Okay, interesting.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power
He's
running
not
and
safe.
the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light.
They're doing like, you know, a tutorial, you know, sort of hammering home here. Like, make sure you remember, safe havens are good.
But it never came. I raised my head. nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Hearing some crackling right now.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty, no!
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Excuse me? What? Rusty, no.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing?
Is only those visitors.
Who urges up, Park?
Fishing.
License, no bay?
The park ranger's instructions.
At all times. Rusty, no! Never.
No closer than 100 yards.
2 bears and wolves. Never approach any other wolf. Closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
At all times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
It is
Against the law.
to remove any objects or historical artifacts from the park.
What is going on?
This includes even
We got a...
or even simple berries.
So it's really weird. Oh, the achievement was called Under a Thin Layer of Skin. No commentary on that, bud? You just killed Rusty and you feel nothing? Unless that was optional, in which case, oh my god. Didn't feel optional. But yeah, that was an interesting fight. You know, that one was very focused on the drain, and I think also very interesting to note here. I was very focused on like ungaming, so sorry for the radio silence here, but we're getting a continued theme here that people who are like sort of taken in, you know, people who are more, I don't know, who have more personality or whatever, but sort of more prominent characters, when they're taken.
What the hell was that?
Ah, now you believe us. Okay.
I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Do not feed the wildlife. But yeah, I think both now Stucky and Rusty had the same exact pattern of like sort of just repeating like random trivial bits of information from their lives.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring.
Oh.
He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that made me sad. Oh. So I guess part of this is we don't know if Rusty's actually dead or not, like in real life. Rusty's, like, you know, appearance got taken by the shadows, of course. That we can be confident of. We don't know what's going on here yet, fully. But yeah, sort of both, like, Stuckey was sort of just like, you know, rifling through the various advertisements that he was, he'd either known or heard, or I don't really know what his deal was, so... You know, he ran cabins, obviously. Maybe there was, you know, cabin stuff. He was trying to do, you know, advertising for events at the cabins, that kind of thing. You know, the Nordic walking, right?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
That's true, but taking a brief pit stop first. Yeah, absolutely. So just sort of like pulling out like random ephemera from someone's life is a really interesting thing to do with their shadow self. It's like, cool, like what is the, you know, the shadow of your personality? And the answer is like, they just sort of yell fun facts. It's a very strange concept. Huge W. Shotgun and batteries. Early shotgun is really nice. No ammo for it, but there is now every chance that we're gonna get ammo before another actual shotgun now. Oh no, for sure, Couch, for sure. I'm just spitballing, of course. This is whenever I'm doing this, you know. Anybody, whether you're here now or later, you know that whenever I'm not always like asking for answers directly. I'm mostly just, you know, sort of trying to get across my thought process, because I think that's the best way to do something like this, where y'all know what I'm thinking this way. For sure, for sure. And of course I appreciate you holding back if you think you might have, you know, have proper spoilers. But who... Well... What the... Oh! Oh my god, what? Well, that was evil. Do we have the shotgun still? Oh my god. That's a long hike. I'm kind of pissed.
Far end of the nature trail.
There was no checkpoint update? That sucks. Also, this is a double door. That's funny. Alright, back at... I wasn't like I was trying to save the batteries or anything. I kind of trying to save batteries, I guess, but... You know how it goes. Okay. So anyway, yeah, very excited to see where the plot goes with this, because I think as we go further, I think we're going to get more and more interesting. But first, I'm going to stop right here and take a quick break, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Let's get back to it. So I didn't realize there were 3. There we go. Now we're good. Really? There we go. Okay. Not bad. 2 batteries kind of sucks, but it was very clean and quick this way. We probably could have, like, you know, doubled backwards to dodge and save ourselves a little bit of battery action, but I think that's okay. I think we're all good. All right, Lover's Peak. Hiking trail. Motor vehicles prohibited. No littering. Dogs must be leashed at all times. That's all true. I've heard that. It's all true. Lover's Peak's that way, so we're going to go this way first to explore, and then we're going to go ahead and actually go to Lover's Peak. But I think we are trying to get these pages, so let's do our best here to make that happen. Hey, look at that, a page.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Fascinating. What could they have meant by this? Oh, we're out here in the corners, folks. Why is our sanity meter dropping? What? I mean, surely they would have stopped me if I wasn't supposed to go this way, right? Alright, well, whatever. Checkpoint reached. We love to see that. Double back. Let's see if we can hit this, this little safe haven here. Okay, so we only got 2 early shotgun shells. Effectively, which is fine, but that means that little double back isn't really worth it. We get a couple batteries too, so. Oh, that makes sense, Couch. I hadn't thought of that yet. That makes sense. What? What? Jeez. Well, that's not good. Oh, come on. You can't just put a tree called the Great Old One in your game. Come on now. In your game that may, I guess, now be involving Eldritch Horror. If there was ever a cue that we should start thinking about Lovecraftian horror tropes, I think that was it. Now, it is entirely possible that we should not have been fighting at all here. But that hasn't been the vibe of the game so far. The game seems to want to throw us into encounters. I'm just surprised we've been given a very steady stream of revolver ammo so far. We have not been missing that much, so if it were on hard, maybe, but I'm a little surprised right now that we're feeling this low. See, that's bad. Well, let's see what's up, I guess. Well, we'll figure it out as we go here. It's better ammo into the... Okay, we say have something now. Good.
I turned the corner, afraid of
Yep.
what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason.
Who wants to place bets that Alan Wake placed this?
Flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
I'm starting to think that Alan Wake may have placed those there. Oh no. We have 12 shots, so that's, you know, between 3 and 4 enemies here. 4 should be 4 enemies. So we have 7 enemies worth roughly plus minus right now. So we'll keep that in mind. Bosses are going to be a different beast, though. If there's a boss here, which is scary. So let's try to conserve ammo when possible. Yeah, the lumberjacks took like a full clip, so we're gonna shotgun the lumberjack this time. Like a battery or 2 and a full clip. But yeah, I don't think the game wants us to avoid combat, really. Damn it. These guys are 2 shots. The tracksuit guys. Okay. Well, we got through it, and as expected, took about as much ammo as we had expected. You know, either 3 or 4 of the regular guys, and 1 big guy who took 2 shotgun shells and a little more ammo than that. So, right on target for expectations there. The problem is, if there are literally any more enemies, we are going to be in pretty dire straits pretty fast, which has me a little worried. So I guess on the other hand, while I've been saying the game has not been telling us to save our ammo, this may be the game telling us to save our ammo. This may be the sign I've been looking for. That maybe, no, we do not in fact need to do all the fights. I love the page. What the? Dates from 1846, the year of the Oregon Treaty. The tree this ring was cut from started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings. Look at that. 1970, Bright Falls Mining Co. closes its doors after an eruption below Cauldron Lake. Okay, interesting. Interesting. What's very fun lore. I do like that. Oh, it has the names of all the years on it. We love it. We love it. The problem is that I see is that there's no goodies over here. There's just information. Who wants to learn when we can instead have stuff? I, for one, would like some stuff, please. Should we go dumpster diving for stuff? No? Okay. Well, that's fine. I didn't want ammo anyway. It's not like I wanted ammo or anything. But Baka.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be
Oh.
in Bright Falls.
Agent Nightingale.
Trees revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He
Now
found
this is a
himself
Twin Peaks moment.
behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch at any cost.
Okay, so if we're following the Eldritch Horror stuff and we're thinking about Control, now that's obviously a post Alan Wake information, so that's not really fair, right? For in terms of trying to get a read on what's going on here. But if we're using that, I'm curious if Alan Wake is the SCP or possesses the SCP, basically. Unclear if he is the anomaly himself or if he simply possesses it. That was scary. But if Agent Nightingale is being sent to catch a writer, and Alan Wake seemingly is able to affect reality with his writing, we're getting into some dicey territory here, aren't we? Please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Get the flashlight. Oh, there's too many of them. Hey, we've been rescued. Let's go.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Let's go.
Flashlights, kid stuff. Careful, keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him. It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with
What?
Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper. Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
What? He was on the ferry? Ow. This guy sucks at this game? We're pretty low on batteries right now. I'm trying to save some batteries. Okay, I mean, that worked out. Nice. That is true. That was a bullseye.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun.
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Okay. I guess we're holding them off.
Just a little longer. Scare them off.
What do you think I'm doing?
Get some light on those bastards.
I am. Don't you worry.
Just a little longer. I almost got it.
Oh.
Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shut out the flares.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Entering Lover's Peak. Oh. Coffee. It is fairly bizarre to have a collectible that seemingly does nothing.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
What? I saw a guy there. That would make sense. Don't push out. We got a choke point here. Well, now it's of course worth noting that we have no reason to save ammo, because it doesn't go between chapters. At least between chapter 1 and chapter 2, it didn't go between chapters. Oh, sick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go. It's getting a little bad. Well, that was bad. Oh, right, I forgot I forgot about that. Please be done, please be done, please be done, thank God.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Wake, you idiot. What is his problem?
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Yeah, Wake is so unhinged. I like, you know.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I feel you, but...
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were.
Yeah, that's so funny though.
They turned into
I've not watched much Twin Peaks. I think I watched the first like 2 episodes. I do need to,
I never really understood what she meant.
I do want to watch more of it though. But I forgot that was like a whole thing. What?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell.
What? Oh. I could have seen that coming, I guess. In retrospect. I was just too focused on shiny. There was a shiny on the ground. This is probably bad. If Bethesda games are any indication, that was almost terrible. I really need to stop like going off the beaten path. It's almost never correct. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's just like it doesn't do anything for us. We occasionally get another. Oh, this sucks. We occasionally get another page or something, but it's usually just nothing. Now we got to inspect all of these to make sure they're not pages. That's unfortunate. This cliffside is giving me Dark Root vibes. Is that fair to say? I feel like that's fair to say. Remedy got a pre-release copy of Dark Souls 1? What the hell? This is a completely insane use of bear traps. How many bears do you guys have? Also, that's a pretty inhumane way to deal with bears, right? Alright, we're fully stocked. That's feeling a lot better.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on. Something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman. That hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Interesting. Gives us some interesting context for both Sarah's background and contextualizing Wake's own situation. He really does have a pretty hot temper for a protagonist, especially. Not bad. Not bad. I like kind of clipped once and otherwise missed like I think one shot, so that's fine. If we're running low on shots here, it's not going to be because we missed a lot of shots there. Now that, however, was bad. There I panicked. What the hell? I just sworn I saw something yellow. Could have sworn I saw something yellow. I guess not, though. Okay. Oh, that's not a door. This whole thing is not a door. Whoa, hello. No. Let's go. Very nice. Very nice.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted.
Oh, no.
And my body felt as though it had been
Dude, no.
out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
That's when I heard the chainsaw is not a phrase you like to hear in a horror setting. It's an okay thing to hear in an action setting, depending on the action setting. In a horror setting, though, you never want to hear the phrase. That's when I heard the chainsaw. If you're revving up the chainsaw, that probably works out for you on average. If you're revving it up yourself, but if you're not, if you're hearing it,
I had heard the plane fall.
not a chance.
It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Okay, that's fair of you. Ooh, free flare? You shouldn't have. I mean, obviously we're going to look at the plane now. No shot, we don't look at the plane. Exactly. Exactly. So if you're using the chainsaw, that's all good. What the? What? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. This is the weirdest puzzle in the game so far. Oh, wow. All that for 2 flares. Now, flares are very good. I don't want to undersell it. Flares are extremely good. They're kind of a, you know, get out of jail free card. Usable very rapidly, very strong AoE. In close range, they probably guarantee kills. It's not bad, but I'd prefer the flare gun whenever possible. Because the only thing better than a flare is shooting a flare. That was messy. Okay, that's it. No, just kidding. Hunting rifle ammo you shouldn't have. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, surely nothing will happen in the sawmill. Surely nothing bad will happen in the sawmill. Okay, 1 second, I'm right back. And we're back. Let's get back to it. See, I actually, you know what it is? I'm not tired. I'm just getting immersed in the Alan Wake universe. Because Mr. Wake here has trouble sleeping. He hasn't slept in weeks. Nope. This sucks. Okay. Well, that's it, folks. That's the last shot. But yeah, I'm just, you know, sort of getting myself mentally prepped for the setting by not sleeping. You know, it makes sense. Only follows. It is why he's so unhinged. It's actually a great point. If I wasn't sleeping at all, I would also be that unhinged. True. If he hasn't slept well since his last book, this dude is toast. Ow. Interesting. Oh, beautiful. I don't know what's up with the random patches of shadow yet, but I don't want to find out the hard way. I'd rather cleanse them when we can, in case enemies spawn here or something. Or we get like some sort of benefit from cleaning them all. Just a Mario Sunshine moment where we're cleaning up all the goop. Been sentenced to clean the entire island.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff.
That's true, I was there.
Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Some of these are like way better than others. That was a good one. Oh, it's the elevator.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show.
True.
When the birds started
True.
attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Okay. Flares are good, but I don't love them. Because they do need to be followed up with ammo. Are we at the top of the mill yet? No. We are not. Kind of hoping for an achievement, but I guess that's fine. I didn't really need one. It wasn't like I was looking for one or anything.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Oh. Darkness. Where's your face? Where'd he go? This is a hunting rifle, not a shotgun. Can't aim the hunting rifle though, right? That's kind of awkward, right? Oh, there we have it.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me.
Oh no.
Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
That makes sense. Okay. So they're being controlled, which is interesting. It's not that surprising. Be more surprising if there wasn't something controlling them, but alas, we're not living in the fun universe tonight. We're living in the, yeah, there's a guy controlling this. The question is Wake himself controlling it? Is Wake himself the antagonist of this story? He's his own worst enemy. Perhaps literally. Going to elect to not think about that for the time being, with regards to there being rats. Oh, this feels so weird. I feel like there should have been something here, but I guess not. Whoa, hello. That's scary. That's a big man. Oh, what the? Is it two big men? Let's go. Honestly, for two lumberjacks, that's way cleaner than I thought it was going to be. There's only 6 pistol shots, 2 rifle shots. I think we used maybe 1 battery. So that was much cleaner than it could have gone. Those are pretty tough fights, requiring both a lot of light management and a lot of damage. We're catching up on revolver ammo now, finally. So we were like, we were almost topped off for all of episode 1. So when we started running out here, I got really surprised. Nice. The chainsaw! Oh, is this Chainsaw Man? I see how it is, okay. Okay, so tracksuit guys are going to be trash mobs a lot of the time, it looks like. Get these dodges going. Let's go! We gamed on him. Oh my god, look at that. No damage taken. Only used 2 shots and a flare. That was more of a mini boss than a boss, but hell yeah. That felt good. We're gaming. We're gaming. Is there anything back here? Probably not. There's usually like a path to go somewhere. We usually have to go into like just terrain so far. So let's not worry too much about that. We may miss like a page here and there because of that, but I think that's sort of a cost of doing business. At this point, Barry?
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
They do love calling out their movie references, just like Nicholson in The Shining. Oh, the birds, just like Hitchcock. You can just say there's the birds.
I still had to reach
We'll get it.
But at least I was out of the woods.
Like you know what I mean? Like I don't mind a good reference. I love a good reference. But it's like the difference between saying like naming your random NPC Norman who works at a motel in Silent Hill versus saying this is just like having Harry say this is just like the Bates Motel smile. You know what I mean? I think that the former, even if it's very direct and cheesy, is more effective.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend.
Okay.
Shots ringing in my
Interesting.
ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Nightingale sus? Any ammunition? Yes. Yes, actually. I was like, I feel like there were 2 bathroom doors. There were 2 bathroom doors. I just got lost. Having an operating, Oh, hello.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Just so. So, Alan in the situation, we'll call it just the situation. He's being put into a situation. Situation Alan is experiencing a situation. He is interesting in that he seems to be needing to write a compelling story to save Alice. Like he's crafting the story to set events in motion so that he can save Alice. But that in order for that to happen, the story can't be like it has to be a holistically developed story. Whatever this power he has or this object he has, whatever's going on here, the thing relies on him writing sort of as intended. Oh god, okay. What the? Okay. Nice. Nice. The power of the Ford F-250. F350? Can we even take damage right now? Oh, I think so. Nice. Yeah, I think stuff like this makes the area feel a little odd because like this all mostly tracks, but this is, you know, fairly clearly set up purely for the racetrack basically, which is fine. But I think it, you know, speaking of things that are not like holistically developed, that whole route felt a little racetracky, which is fine, but you notice it. What the? It'd be amazing if we could just like get in cars from now on. What the? What the? And one of these telephone switchbacks. Unless it's the same one from before, but I think we have not been here yet? Question mark. Yeah, we have though. Oh. Yo.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine.
Okay, boss fight incoming then? Yeah. Let's go. It was a 3-for-1. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not sure we're holding a shot or two or flare gun, I think, just for the sake of boss encounters or enemies that we're otherwise having a hard time with. We watched that earlier. Oh, okay. This is the way going on the way down earlier. Okay. Trying to get my bearings. Checkpoint reached. Interesting. They were trying to have it be open world. Interesting.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
Yes, I get you. Oh, we actually have way too much ammo. We're gonna burn some ammo if we run to enemies right now because we deserve it. That's interesting though, knowing this was originally going to be open world survival, and then they ended up compromising it down to being an episodic, more linear game. I think it's to its favor. I think this would have been a little bit awkward as a open world thing. I think this game makes a lot of, you know, it's a game about books, which are a very linear narrative, right? So, oh my god. Barry? Hopefully that's just him like cowering in fear. I mean, that's still also bad, but I'll take cowering in fear over other things. Wow, boss fight it is, I guess. Jeez, we are super stocked right now. Oh, just like Alfred Hitchcock. Barry? Defeat the birds. Let's go. Ow. Very nice. Nice. There's another bird orb or borb. Nice. What? Nice. Should have been a good batch, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Let's go.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Dude, do you understand though?
I sent Barry
Okay,
to
here we
town
go.
to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't
Well,
get a single
for
word
real
from
as
paper.
far as we know so far. As far as we know.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Uh-oh. Who's ready to have the VOD muted?
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You won't you say something?
The licensed music is good though. I do like it a lot. It's got this precisely correct 2010s game vibe to it. But yeah, the first spot already got muted. Oh, I'm jamming. Yeah, this goes. Jamming. All right.
Previously on Alan Wake.
We'll just start the next chapter. Like, it'd be nice to not to start a stream on this instead of not this, but
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
episode 3,
How the hell
Ransom.
did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Always pays her rent on
As I was
time.
saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called
Barry,
Thomas Zane.
please.
Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
What happened? Oh, Randy's dogs. Yeah, the monster dog, the famous dog, the belly burster, the trailer trash dog. Yeah. Oh, rip our boy. Yeah. Thomas Zane. I'm trying to remember that rings any bells here. If I can, obviously important for the deep lore. But beyond that.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Oh, did Zane write the books? Oh, I totally forgot. Because that was the end of the stream last night, right? Oh. Thank you, Randolph.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
I have no flashlight and no gun.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Where did Randolph go? I'm scared.
Hey, this is really good.
It'll break your heart if you try to leave.
Rose.
Yes.
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin.
My barber's skin?
Turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
So if Zane's the voice, maybe?
I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Whoa. Well, that was creepy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore.
Yep, okay.
It seems I have an
So the voice is
imaginary
Zane.
to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place.
Incantation?
She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Yo. This is incredible.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
That's fair. You know, he's the landlord, but he's looking out, so that's good. How much time do we have? Let's do this bit here and see what we got. Ah, Pat Maine.
Breath of fresh air, let me tell you. The weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know?
Pat Maine classic.
Staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Yeah,
that, Walt?
Yeah. Well, you know, he's, Daddy's my best friend, and, he let me, bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Man, that was sad, actually. Very effective performance from Walt there. Feel for him. He's going through it. The way his voice was breaking in the middle there. That got me. Get to the chopper. And now we are getting to the chopper. Oh dear.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Oh no.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI. Get him up, Hemingway. You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Slane.
We had the page on this earlier. Okay.
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
Yeah, seriously. Is Nightingale really with the FBI?
But there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Okay, this is a weird spot to stop, but we are running out of time tonight. Well, we can probably get through this one checkpoint. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I trust this Nightingale guy. It doesn't seem like an upstanding officer of the law to me. I don't know if we can trust this guy. So yeah, very cool to have like the sort of the preview via Wake's pages. Very slick set piece with the lighting here too. If this is a stealth segment, I will cry though. I'll be mad and then I'll cry. Okay. It does not appear to be a stealth segment.
Okay, man. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Whoa! It is a stealth segment. Like maybe it's more of a like cover sprinting tutorial or puzzle, like rather than stealth purely. It's more of like a can you run behind cover as much as possible. So yeah, we're still moving slow here. Tough to get the right pace for actually being able to sprint in this game. All right. This is all new. This is all I've officially not seen any of this. Yeah, lighting's super good here. Oh, he missed one page. Rip. Sucks.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
The rock stars. Those two dudes from the diner? Were they involved too? Is that why they're with the doctor now? Oh. That's a tough break there, bud. That's a tough break. Damn. Shout out Sarah Breaker. Who was shooting? Oh god. Oh dear. I'm sensing stealth action. Just kidding. Well, L plus fighting a Taken plus no familiarity with the Dark Presence plus you're dead.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
This is very fun getting like the radio conversations as we're running here. Really enjoying this. They have helicopters up here? That's crazy. Almost fell off the mountain. I fell off the mountain. You can't see me.
You on the ground. Hold it right there.
You can't see me. Oh my god, the birds got him. That's not good. I want to hear Sheriff Breaker's reaction to this. Over. Oh, you're telling me to go away from the fire tower? There's no way. Of course I'm going to the fire tower. Nice. Very nice. Nice coffee thermos. Over. That was fun. I'm glad they included that. Damn good cup of coffee.
of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about her, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Really good.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Oh, nice. Pat Main. We can trust Pat Main. I think.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Yeah, dude. Hi, Pat Main. Can you tell me what the coal mine is at this time of night while there's explosions going off in the distance? Oh, boy. Well, that's...
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's that then. Well, folks, I guess that's it for tonight. We're going to have to stop here because there is no flashlight. We have no flashlight, and that's going to be... That'll be it. And I see no lights nearby. We're completely toast, and that's just going to be it. So, thanks for being here, and... Did I see shells? No. I was hoping for some shells. Alas, no shells. But no, we clearly have the sun cannon here. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, I literally walked by this thing. I was like, oh, there's no gun, there's no bullets here. Why is it sparking? That can't be safe. Nice. Oh, we destroyed the whole gate. Very fun mechanic, by the way. Very cool. I'm excited to do more of that. All right. Just going to say on the next checkpoint reached, we're done here. So, you're done here. Thank you all so much for being here, folks. I'm having a blast. Almost Silent Hill. Silent Wake is super good, and I'm having a great time with it. So, very enthralled. The thrill is going to get weirder and weirder. I'm very excited to see where all this goes, and I cannot wait to do some more. So, if you're watching on Twitch, hold up. But if you're on YouTube, this is the end of the VOD. Hopefully, you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you consider subscribing, which is down below there. Check out the playlist and the channels, which are now floating around here. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next one. Come on by the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for more stuff like this, including Alan Wake 2 eventually, fingers crossed. Hopefully it's good, as well as other games. We're playing Silent Hill 2 at some point, Resident Evil Village still is on the list. We got horror for days if you want some more of that. Again, more on the VOD channel as well. And come by the Discord, link down below if you want to come hang out with us offline, get the most up-to-the-minute updates, and chill and vibe and, do stuff like Archipelago. Hopefully we'll see y'all soon. Until next time, enjoy yourselves. Peace.